have made it, everybody. It is week 10 of the 2025 Street Parking Vault. This week, we are taking on Fenghuang. Your Program C version of this workout has two parts. Part 1 is going to be on an 8-minute clock. It's going to start out with a bike or a row. Once you finish that work, you have the rest of the 8 minutes to do as many reps as you can of a dumbbell manmaker. When the clock hits 8 minutes, you will rest 4 minutes. So when the clock hits 12 minutes, you will start part 2. So however many manmaker reps you got in part 1, you will complete, and then you will do another bike or row with the goal of part 2 being to do all of that work as fast as possible. You got 2 scores for this one. It is your number of manmaker reps from part 1 and your total time from part 2. Part 1 goal is 15 to 25 reps. Part 2 goal is 7.5 to 9 minutes. Biggest tip for this one is not to think about part 2 while you're doing part 1. If you do that, you're really gonna be in your mind wanting to do less manmakers because you know you have to do them again. So do your very best to compartmentalize that part 2 is coming. Also, know that you do have a full 4-minute rest, which is a pretty significant rest for this workout. Another tip for part 1 is not to come out too hot on the bike or row. If you get off that machine and you rest for 30 or 45 seconds before starting your manmakers, you've wasted a lot of time. So pace that part a little bit during part 1. Try to keep moving pretty steadily. You'll probably have roughly 4 minutes or so to do manmaker reps, so try to move pretty steadily and not take really long breaks. Now for part 2, steadily move through the manmakers again, and then once it's time for the bike or row, really push the pace, because this time when you finish on that machine, you are done.